Wonder where we are. Let's have a look. What does it say? Castle Water. This is the largest freshwater pit on the reserve, turning the former gravel pit and its surroundings into a special rich wetland. Yeah. That's good. Right. And here we are in a field on our way to Camber Castle, to the dungeons. And some people might mistake these for cows, but I think they're bulls. Yes, wondering what I'm doing in a habitat, especially this one over here, taking umbrage at me. He's got that sort of charging look in his eyes. Yeah, perhaps I should move on. Oh no, he's running away from me. He's probably heard about me. Yeah, he's probably heard about me and my challenging behaviour. It's been suggested to me by Janet at work that in fact for some years he's actually been encouraging me to go to Camber Castle dungeons. I got a little feeling, in fact we're sitting a minute, I can see it in the distance there, that there's Janet and one or two more people want to see me ensconced in the dungeons for good. Yes, with great effort of not trying to fall down badger and rabbit holes and a bit of the old slippery mud, I've now in closer range of Camber Castle. And hopefully the guide, who will open the gates, the main gate and the dungeon gates, will give us some information. Hopefully also he will give me the key to the dungeons to get back out again. I might be the only one in. Nobody will hear my screams if they do shut me in. Oh. What is one to do? Oh well. Onwards ever onwards. There, we've got a gate there that says private. No public right of way. Now. What lies beyond there, you see? That's always been my downfall in life. What is over the next hill, I wonder? Yeah. Beautiful. Let's get going. If memory serves me correctly, Camber Castle was actually built in 1539. Obviously on many of the survival programs that we watch currently these days, they say if you're going on a long distance, make sure that your backpack has some good quantity of water and some food for nourishment, none of which I've brought today. It's actually quite humid at the moment as we plod on to the castle. Later I shall put some information about Camber Castle that's interesting, because one might wonder, why did they place a castle in the middle of a field not near any water? I only discovered this castle back in 2000. Discovered in the sense that I never actually walked out to it. probably in the year 2000 that it was my first visit. Obviously would have driven past it 100 times more, but this will be the first time today on, I believe it's the 2nd of August, Saturday the 2nd of August 2025, and this will be the first time, if anybody turns up with the keys, that I've actually been inside it. Now, by the miraculous feat of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, I'm not accepting that I cannot climb or actually squeeze through those railings. I think actually, this diet I've been on of recent, I should be able to get through these railings. Is that true? Can I see inside of it? I don't know, let's have a look. Hello? Is anybody there? Hello? You let me in? God, it's a tight squeeze through here. God, dear, oh dear. Amazing. Wow. Long way up there.
Camber Castle is a historic, now ruined artillery fort located between the towns of Rye and Winchelsea in East Sussex, England. Here are the key details about it. Overview. Built by King Henry VIII. Construction started 1539. Purpose: to defend the southern English coast from potential invasions by the French or the Holy Roman Empire. Part of Henry VIII's coastal defence programme, also known as the Device Forts. Location: nestled in the Romney Marshes, near the river Rother Estuary. Originally had a direct line of sight and access to the sea, but due to siltation and coastal changes, it's now landlocked and about a mile from the coast. Design: initially a small round tower, expanded between 1539 to 1544 into an elaborate concentric fort. Star-shaped, with 4 large circular bastions and a central keep. Made from stone and brick, designed to house heavy cannons on its walls. Decline: obsolete by the 17th century due to rapid military advancements and changes in the landscape. Decommissioned, 1637, fell into disrepair and was never updated. Camber Castle is estimated to have been built using around 1.3 million bricks. This large number reflects the extensive upgrades made between 1539 and 1544, when the original tower was transformed into a much larger concentric artillery fort with multiple bastions and a thick-walled central keep. Why so many bricks? Bricks were used especially in the inner walls, vaulting, and decorative elements. Stone was also used, mainly for the outer defences and facing. The scale and complexity of the design, unusual for its time, required huge amounts of material and manpower. After Camber Castle was abandoned as a military fort in 1637, it had no significant use, but it went through a few phases. Post-abandonment use, 17th to 19th centuries. Left to decay, no major attempts were made to repurpose it. Locals used it as a quarry. Some stone and bricks were taken for nearby building projects. Occasional shelter. There's some evidence it may have been used briefly by shepherds or smugglers as a temporary shelter. Tourist curiosity. By the 19th century, antiquarians and tourists visited it as a romantic ruin.
Well, in the distance behind me is Camber Castle. Camber Castle today, on the 2nd of August 2025, was supposed to have its open day. So I've walked all this way in order so I can get inside, take pictures of the dungeons and whatnot. And there's a number of people out there, a group of people that have all come for the same thing, because it's only open 3 times a year, you see: August, September and October. And on the website it states that. Unfortunately, apparently, I rung them up and they're closed for conservation. So they're not open. So I asked the lady, when will it be open again? Is it worth me coming in September or October? And she didn't know, despite having a computer screen in front of her. I rung the Rye Nature Reserve, spoke to a French lady at the Rye Harbour, and saying that she believed it's been closed for a number of years now. And she says that she doesn't know when it will be open. So I've come all this way because I got thousands, if not millions, of pictures of the exterior of the castle, but not the interior. So I'm off now to Rye Harbour, the Bosun's Bight. Now I don't even know if it's still the Bosun's Bight. Might have been taken over in under new management. So, but now, gone 3 o'clock, and the time I walk back there, and here we are today, after the Camber Castle disappointment. Now walking into a herd of bulls. Yes. Just to top off the day, I'm going to be walking through some bullshit. Just me and the bulls. Some cormorants in the background. That's it. Yes, you know me, I've got challenging behaviour. What are you doing in there? Hey? Hey? That's it, well done. I'm late for a coffee. Yes, late for a coffee. Yes. Right, let's get going.